Welcome along. Today we're jumping into something we're calling an album quest. Think of it almost like a World Cup, but, for music albums.
Exactly. Albums go head to head, and we try to figure out what really makes one connect more than another. It's this mix of taste, nostalgia, maybe just pure sound.
And today we're focusing on Group 45 from this quest. Quite a lineup.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had Stan Bush with Dial, Def Leppard's first album, On Through the Night.
Right.
Then the mighty Led Zeppelin 2, and also Bryan Adams's huge record, Waking Up the Neighbours.
Wow, okay, so 4 very different vibes there.
Absolutely. And our job now is to sort of unpack how they finished in this quest. Not just who won, but why they landed where they did, according to the judges.
Okay, let's get into it then. So, taking the top spot, no huge surprise maybe, but a legendary win. Led Zeppelin 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Classy, legendary, foundational, all those words fit. It's often called the blueprint for modern rock, right?
It is. But what specifically about it, in this quest's context, made it stand out so much?
Well, think about when it was recorded in 1969. That's key. Jimmy Page produced it, and he was doing things with multi-tracking, especially with the guitars and vocals.
Layering them up.
Exactly. Creating this massive, almost live sound. It felt huge, really stereophonic. They took blues, injected this raw, hard rock energy. It just set a template.
And it kicks off with Whole Lotta Love, I mean.
You can't ignore that riff, can you? It's instantly recognizable.
Yeah.
But it's more than just the riff. It's the whole sonic landscape Page built.
And Plant's vocals.
Yeah.
The Tarzan vocals, as they're sometimes called.
Totally uninhibited. The whole thing, Page, guitar playing, weaving through it all, it still sounds amazing, incredibly dynamic, a truly mesmerizing piece of rock.
Okay, so Zeppelin sets the bar high at number 1. Now, moving to second place, a different kind of rock giant. Bryan Adams with Waking Up the Neighbours.
Yeah, a bit of a pivot, but this album caught Adams right at his peak, didn't it? Some seriously strong rock tracks on there.
Absolutely. Obviously, everyone remembers that song.
Everything I do it for you. You couldn't escape it. Became this perennial #1 housewives favorite, as our source put it. Apparently #1 for 12 years running. Okay, maybe not that long, but it felt like it.
It really did. But the album was more than just that one mega hit, wasn't it?
That's the thing. It's actually packed with quality. You've got Thought I Died and Gone to Heaven, There Will Never Be Another Tonight, Can't Stop This Thing We Started. All really solid rock numbers.
Yeah, it's a long album, too.
It is. 15 tracks, over an hour long. And what's impressive is that it holds up. There aren't really any major dips in quality, which is pretty remarkable for an album of that length, just consistent.
Right. Okay, so Adams in second. Now, third place went to Stan Bush's Dial. This one apparently was a bit of a grower for the judges.
Yeah, that's how it was described. It sort of steadily made a better impression over time. It definitely has some lovely songs on it, good melodies.
But there was a criticism, right? Something about it missing a certain something.
It was described as missing a kick of rock. So while the songs might be well-written melodically, maybe they didn't have that harder edge or that driving energy you expect from a top-tier rock album in this kind of face-off.
Was there an exception?
Yeah. The track Total Surrender was mentioned as having more of that punch, sharper guitars, faster tempo, but a lot of the rest maybe leaned more mid-tempo, melodic rock.
And production might have played a part.
That was mentioned too. It seems there was a feeling that maybe a stronger producer could have given the whole thing a bit more impact, made it sound bigger, more polished.
Okay. Which brings us to fourth place, the bottom of this group. Def Leppard's debut, On Through the Night.
Yeah, unfortunately, this one seemed to finish last primarily because of, poor production values.
How so? What does poor production mean in this context?
It was called a bit messy in places. Wow. So sonically, you might imagine things aren't clearly defined. Maybe the drums sound a bit thin, the guitars are kind of muddy.
Vocals maybe get lost.
Exactly. It just sounds unpolished, almost like a demo compared to the others, especially something like Zeppelin 2 or even the slick sound of the Adams records.
Shame. Could you hear the band's potential, though?
Oh, yeah, definitely. A couple of tracks showed glimpses of what Def Leppard would become. You know, the promise was there. But overall, in this company, the production really held it back. It just sounded relatively poor in comparison.
Got it. So, just to quickly recap the final order for Group 45. Led Zeppelin 2 first, Waking Up the Neighbours second, Dial third, and On Through the Night fourth.
That's the rundown. And it really shows, doesn't it, how different things factor in. You've got groundbreaking production with Zeppelin, sheer consistency, and hits with Adams.
And then maybe how songwriting alone isn't quite enough if the rock energy or the production isn't quite there, like with Bush or early Leppard in this comparison.
Right. It's a fascinating mix of elements.
It really is.